Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I am jumping on live really quickly just for the next 20 minutes or so to talk to you all about the event that is coming up on February the 10th, the Love Wins Workshop. I have two esteemed coaches who will be running this workshop with me here in Brooklyn, New York. And we've been getting a ton of questions. We've been getting a ton of inquiries. And we figured better safe than sorry. Let us just all get together on one live stream so that we can answer all of your questions to make sure that folks are ready and prepared to put in some work on February 10th in Brooklyn at the Love Wins Workshop. I've been trying to call it a love shop, but unfortunately, love shop kind of sounds like y'all can come and buy some things that we are not selling. What we are selling or what we will be selling to you guys will be tools that can help you to navigate dating, for me, navigate relationships, navigate your marriages. So let me go ahead and have my esteemed coaches join. Click accept and accept, but I don't know, Instagram be acting funny. So that we can answer all of you guys' questions all at one time. Are we in the building?
Hey, we in the building.
Hey, Siobhan, your lighting is amazing. Like, I need to know what ring you got because you look great.
Thank you, boo. I got you. I'm gonna send it to you right after.
Yes, please do, please do. All right, so you guys heard we are throwing the Love Wins Workshop, aka Love Shop, but not that kind of love shop, in Brooklyn on February 10th. And we've been getting a whole bunch of inquiries. People have been DMing us. They've been emailing us, asking us, what's this event about? And I'm not sure because Siobhan does one thing, I follow her, and then Cassandra does another thing, and I follow her, and Alison, you do something else. So how is all this going to be cohesive, and how is it going to work? So I think maybe each of us can take a minute or so just to explain to folks what we will be doing, our contribution to the event. So sure. I'll start if it's okay with you guys. That's all right?
Absolutely.
All right.
I would say also, like, introduce yourselves because some of my guys may not know you. I see some of my guys jumping on. Hey, fellas, thank you guys for joining the live. Some of them may not have met you.
Yes.
So we'll all introduce ourselves first and talk about our contribution to the event.
Yes, absolutely. So for those who are joining either from Siobhan's side or Cassandra's side, my name is Alison, certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with single women to help them find and keep the partners that they deserve. So Cassandra hit me and Siobhan up a couple of months ago and said that she had this vision of this all-encompassing event where we will be working with single men, single women, and couples to improve their communication, to help them reach their romantic goals, and really an overarching idea that we are trying to do in on our platforms, which is to kind of end this disparity between Black men, Black women. Women should be doing, men should be doing, married couples need to be doing this in this particular way in order to work. So that's the work that we do overall. And so to be more specific, we'll be throwing an in-person event, the Love Wins Workshop in Brooklyn. We were able to make some additional tickets available. So go ahead and click the links in each of our bios in order to get them because they got snatched up early.
Wait,
I had to run to the computer to add more tickets. So make sure you snatch yours up. So I say all that to say, what am I going to be doing? So what is Aligned with Alison going to be contributing? As I share with you all, I work with single women. And so some of the activities and the events, parts of the event is going to be working around what your goals are, getting a clear vision as to what your goals are and what your non-negotiables are so that as you re-enter the dating scene, you'll be able to navigate it successfully. If we don't have a clear vision as to what we want, it's going to be very difficult in order for us to find it. So as I shared in my stories, I'm actually taking resources and activities straight from my full-length 6-month coaching program and working with you guys very closely so we can get clarity on exactly what we want so that we can find it. So for the single ladies who will be in attendance, that's some of the work and the activities that I will be having. But Cassandra, I know that you work with men. So can you share with us the work that you do, who you work with, and what are some of the things you'll be doing at the event?
Thank you so much for that. I cannot wait for your segment, actually, during the event. I cannot wait to see what comes up. But my name is Miss Cassandra, and I equip men with tools so they can win in their relationships. I'm big on men finding their voice in their relationship to be able to express what they need. And you guys will be able to hear it first from me on the information that I've retrieved from the survey and the data from the survey that I've personally designed, to learn what men really want. And it's become clearer than ever why men's needs are not being met.
Yeah.
There is a big miscommunication gap, and it's really semantics. And so we're going to be breaking it down. So during my segment, we're going to be talking about what men really want and giving men the floor. You hear that, gentlemen? We are holding space for y'all to have the floor, to be able to expound upon what certain things look like for you. I don't want to give it away, but there are going to be some heavy, big words that is typically swarming around in social media, such as respect, and what does respect look like for a man, and what does it mean when he wants peace?
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing all of these things, but as relationship coaches, one of the things that we support our people with, what's up, Black? What's up? Thank you for coming on. One of the things that we do is we help our clients to be able to explain the meaning behind their requests, their expectations, because unmet expectations lead to wounds, and these wounds lead to trauma, and the trauma creates mindsets, beliefs, culture, attitudes, and ways of being that shows up in the relationship. So every time you get triggered, it's not your expectation that's coming up, it's your wounds and trauma speaking for you. So we're gonna give you guys jam-packed, filled with tools. The value of this workshop is way, way much more. I mean, it would cost you probably at minimum $500 to be in a workshop like this with just one of us. But all three of us are going to be there, and we want to support everybody. So whether you're single, dating, married, thinking about getting back into the relationship scene, but you have some thought processes on how your last relationship went and you want to learn something, this workshop is for you. So I can't wait to see y'all there.
Hello, all of that part. I feel like I need to be a participant.
Girl, you're so silly.
Teach me, please. So I am Siobhan Davis. I'm a marriage restoration coach, and I help specifically married millennials navigate tough conversations, have better communication, and deeper their connection in their marriage so that they can actually create the happy, right? A lot of us go into marriage thinking like, I want this person to make me happy. I want to be happy in my marriage, but really just do not have the tools to be able to articulate what that happy gets to look like, and or we put it on our spouse to make us happy. Woo! So in this space, I'm going to be working with couples. I'm bringing an aspect for the marriage to teach you how to have a deeper connection with yourself first. Set the standard that you want to see in your marriage. Be in integrity with that so that you're able to actually co-create the connection that you want with your spouse, right? I help couples be able to navigate and become comfortable with those very uncomfortable conversations that need to be had consistently. What it looks like for you to no longer hide in your marriage, hide behind trauma, stop responding to like the moment, like you're in the memory of the trauma, but really have those tools, really be equipped to handle your spouse's experience when they're coming to you to tell you that they don't like something, not making it about you and what you're doing right and what they are not doing right, but really being able to navigate that tough, perplexing space of emotions. So I'm going to help you guys. I'm going to put some tools in your hand to really navigate emotions and feelings.
Okay, Glenn,
being able to pinpoint.
Ticket already. Yes, ma'am. I see you, honey.
Come on. Click the link in our bios. We really just here to, like Alison said, stop these gender wars. This is not a husband versus wife, a man versus woman thing. This is a lack of emotional maturity that's keeping us back in our relationships. And we want to see you guys win. Love still wins. Love is still very real. It is still very powerful. So we want to help y'all navigate the trenches. One, Alison going to help the women get it together, baby.
Come on.
If you're here to have the partner you deserve, Cassandra going to teach the men how to articulate what their needs are. And I'm coming to help put it all together so that you're no longer chasing happy, but you're creating happy from your own standard. Boom.
Damn, I'm about to buy a ticket.
I'm telling you, I got to buy one.
Right.
I think I missed some stuff in the dating stage. I need Alison to like walk me back. Cassandra, I need you to teach me how to talk to my husband a little better.
Hey.
Let's do it.
Yes. And see, what's so beautiful about this event is that clearly we all coming together as one, right? And so the activities that we will be hosting quote unquote individually will still positively impact the others, meaning that even if I'm already in my marriage, there's nothing wrong with me outlining very clearly what my non-negotiables are. Perhaps they've changed, perhaps they've shifted, right? And what our relationship goals are. So then maybe I take Allison's activity as the person who's in a couple, and maybe we sit together and we're filling out our sheet talking about what are our common goals? What are we looking to build together? So all of us are working quote unquote with our groups, but not really, because everything that we do is intertwined to ensure that the other person is fulfilled. If we have women who have clarity on what they want, but the men can't articulate that, then what value is that? What we have a relationship that's already married and they've already committed to each other, but the communication is off. What's the value in that? So each of us are bringing our own expertise, but our own expertise plays off the other, because without both parties being active participants, then there's no way that any of us can win. And I know y'all all know we black and we beautiful. So we want to make sure that we're bringing you guys into this black love. We want to make sure that folks are winning in it, because let me tell you something else. I haven't formulated this idea like 100% yet, but it's been on my mind. Last year in the black community, all we talked about was financial literacy. That was like the topic of all topics, right? Financial literacy, generational wealth. How are we going to pass on the wealth if we don't have the generations, right? Like if we have broken homes, right?
Come on,
what is it? Carnegie and Vanderbilt and SC Johnson, a family company. How are we passing on the generational wealth if our homes
can't stick
are
together?
We can't stay together. So we
if
have
we don't
to
even
make
have
the work.
the tools.
Exactly. We got to take a step back. We have to rebuild our relationships so that we're even in a position to pass on all the generational wealth that we're working so hard to build.
Absolutely.
Right. And I just want to add to that. We're not coming here to argue about who's right or wrong. We are coming here to teach you guys how to stand up and stand up in love, firm, 10 toes down, to really create, get your needs met, understand how to meet the needs of somebody else, understand not love languages, right, but the ultimate language of love, togetherness, partnership. I love what you said about that, Alison. There is no way to build any kind of wealth if you are emotionally unstable in your thinking, if you're double-minded, if you can't come together to really create that healthy relationship, there's nothing to pass down. The only thing we pass down is the pattern of broken households, broken families. Children got to choose between mother and father. So you guys do not want to miss the lifetime value. This is going to plant the seed for the generations that's to come, your children, your grandchildren, and so on and so on. So you guys want to make sure, don't even wait until the live is over. Click the link in your bio now to get your tickets, because this is going to be a sold out event. When we done, we done. We're closing them doors.
Right.
So
yes, and the early bird tickets are out, so make sure you take advantage of that, because when they're gone, they're gone. So if you're really thinking about coming and you want your friends to come, or if you know a gentleman that you're just cool with, you can definitely come. You do not have, it's not a couples event. It's for women, men, and couples. So if you want to bring a friend, you can totally come. Will there be
a lot of people are asking, will there be a virtual auction?
No.
So unfortunately, this is a workshop. So we need you in the building to do the work. Guess what? I have a client that's coming from Baltimore. I don't want to hear nothing.
On.
You get your brother, get your best friend, get your uncle, get your mama and them. We're going to get in the car and we coming to New York City for the weekend. You're going to make a weekend of it, right? And you're going to come see us in Brooklyn and stop playing.
Totally. And you know what? The other thing that I like too about this is that this is happening right at the cusp before Valentine's Day. We are not sensationalists when it comes to our coaching. We are here to create a foundation where you guys can build up so that this building can last. Okay? I just got my ticket come from Atlanta. Okay.
I hear that.
Damn. Come on now.
Atlanta.
Come on. But when you come, I want a personal hug, okay? Make sure you be like, hey, I'm the one from Atlanta. So I can give you a personal, proper hug from coming all the way up here. But no, seriously, a lot of people are building weak relationships because the foundation is not strong. So you have the bags and you have the things and you have the house. But what good is it if you have to go 50-50 and split it down the middle when you're getting a divorce? What is the point? So what we want to do is we want to help you guys to build up. We don't want the next generation starting from scratch over and over and over again. This is why, yes, we want you guys to have generational wealth. But let me tell you something. When you are on your bed, before you give your last breath to this earth, the last thing you're going to be thinking about is what your trust looks like. You're going to hope that you are surrounded by your loved ones, by your grandchildren, by your great-grandchildren, and you're going to hope that they're looking at you grateful that you are the matriarch or the patriarch of this family. Yep. That's what they're looking for. There is nothing on this earth that is more powerful, that is stronger, that is worth fighting for than love. Mm-hmm. I know that there's a lot of emotion around it, but the truth be told is love is a royalty because it's packed with integrity. It's packed with loyalty into it. It's packed with generational connection into it because now you're having offspring. Love is a powerful force. They're just single-handedly, not even hatred is powerful, more powerful than love. So understand that when you're walking through those doors, you're walking into the path of a pathway to a brand new beginning. Yeah. We're releasing the old. We're letting go of old beliefs, old thoughts, old arguments, old fights, old ways. My number one pet peeve that I experience when I work with couples is them blaming their partner. Mm-hmm. Mm. You need to be able to look at your partner and be able to say, you are not my enemy. And before you can look at your partner and say, you are not my enemy, you need to be looking at yourself in the mirror and say, you are not my enemy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you don't learn how to love you first, if you don't learn how to love your spouse, you're not going to be able to properly love your children. Understand that this is a powerful event. You're going to be receiving tools. The reason why we've opened it up in the way that we have, the reason why we decided, you know what, let's not just do something for married people. Let's not just do something for women. Let's not just do something for men. It's because we all need to come together into one space. Yes. And to make room for the fact that we get to be different and intricate and still matter. And so that you can receive these communication tools that you get to use with your children. Because rest assured, the way that you talk to yourself is the way you're going to talk to your partner. And the way you talk to your partner is the way you're going to talk to your kids. Yep. And the way you talk to your kids, it's passing down. So that's what we're coming against. And not to mention, as serious as this event could sound, we are going to have a blast. Yes. Because we're going to have the bomb. Yeah. We're going to have a live DJ. So we're going to be live. We're going to be listening to music. We're going to be feeding you. We're going to be loving on y'all. This is going to be like a love festival. So I cannot wait to see y'all. Yeah.
Thank you. I was just about to ask Cassandra, what exactly, ask Miss Cassandra, what exactly is a part of the ticket? Like, what do I get by purchasing my ticket, link in bio? What do I get?
Absolutely. So really and truly, the value of the activities alone, and we have 3, are about $500. When I did the math, it's according to how we all operate at the bare minimum. So not only are you getting activities, we're also going to be fed. We are going to have a cash bar. So if you feel like you're the kind of person that wants to really relax and chill and get a beverage, you can. But we are going to have other drinks also. We're also going to have a panel event. So once we do the activities, you guys are going to be able to ask questions or share insights or receive foundational information based on how you process the activity. Because sometimes it's how you interpret a thing. In that which you interpret, you become the interpretation. So if you interpret something angrily, you're going to react angry. If you interpret something in a happy way, you're going to act happy. And the coaches are here. We're going to be able to support you guys by analyzing and showcasing how this might be showing up in your life, how it's showing up in your relationships. Right. And then once we're all said and done, we are going to party. Okay. So we're walking with a transformational tools. This is not an informational workshop. This is a transformational workshop.
Transformational.
Yes. And that's where the value is coming. You're not leaving the way you came. Right. So you're not leaving with an abundance of information, some generalistic information. You're receiving tools that you can directly apply to your current situation right where you are right now to watch the transformation happen over time.
Absolutely. I would add to that. I was about to say, I would add to that outside of just like what you guys are going to get tangibly, right? Alison is going to teach you how to get ready and prepare for the husband that you genuinely deserve. I saw somebody write on here, you're ready for your Boaz. That is something that you cannot measure. Cassandra is going to be helping men really understand, articulate what their needs are, and that their voices really matter. Yeah. Especially in the Black community. Black men do not understand their value, which is why they are not showing up in a way that is valuable to their home. So that's something that you cannot put a price on. And then I'm going to teach you how to strengthen your marriage. So these are the deliverables that you guys are leaving with. Ready to love, understanding what it is that you need, understanding the man that you want. Yeah. Men really being able to say like, hey, I like this, I don't like that. I understand how to use my voice powerfully now. And for me, strengthen that marriage, really solidify your foundation, understand, hear what your spouse is actually saying to you as opposed to what your trauma told you your spouse said to you. These are tools that's going to equip you for the rest of your life. So like Cassandra said, you guys are walking into a brand new dimension, the next season of what love gets to look like for you. And you'll have the understanding that it has always been available. So we are just helping you guys get to the availability of what you want. Women work with Alison in 2 months. I'm getting married. Men work with Cassandra and they leveling up, buying homes and fixing it's bananas. I work with couples who in a matter of days, weeks, really get to understand like, yo, the problem was never that major, but how I've been interpreting it, I didn't know how to navigate it. Yes, hear your spouse and not your trauma. So we are dropping some jewels on you guys. And let me say this, exclusive jewels. Y'all getting the stuff that people get in our program.
For thousands of dollars.
Say that one, sis. Say that one. You guys are getting what we sit and spend 6 months with people to teach them. You guys are going to get this in a matter of a few hours. And we promise you, your life will be transformed if you come there open and ready to receive. And we charging the atmosphere before y'all get that. So we're going to make sure that you guys are ready to receive all of what we are giving you guys. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your partner. You owe it to your children. And you damn sure owe it to your community to be a part of a healthy relationship. Yes. I'm done. I digress because I'm ready for the workshop right now. Somebody said, I wanted to bring my little sister, but she is in a relationship already. Is this workshop for her as well? Absolutely. Yes, this workshop is for no matter what level of love you are on. Just walking in the door, your foot already halfway in or you all the way in there. Bring your mother, bring your cousin, bring your uncles, bring the baby. Bring everybody. Don't bring the baby. As long as they're 18, I was about to say, as long as they're 18 or older, you can come to this space and you will leave with something so profound, understanding.
And I did see that somebody said that they wanted to know if we're doing this live stream. At this present time, we're not going to do it in live stream because in order to do so, we'd have to engage, right? Yeah. And the way that we have the workshop present, we really want to give special TLC to those who are coming in person. This is not a slight against those who are unable to. It's just that when you're doing a live stream, you want to connect to the video and connect to the audience. And that's not something that we're currently present, but I hear the request. What I'm hearing you say is that if we had a live stream workshop, that you'd be more than willing to purchase a ticket. So I hear your request. So maybe sometime down in the future, we can make that available and have the proper production.
Yes, let me say this too. If you know anybody in a Brooklyn area and you can't get there, sponsor their ticket. Sponsor that person's ticket. Even if you're not in Brooklyn, sponsor a ticket for somebody. If you're saying, you know what, I believe in love that much, I can't be there, but I'm willing to sow a seed for somebody else to get it.
That's it.
So sow a seed. So see, you don't want to miss this. I'm ready to fly to Brooklyn, and I already live in Brooklyn for this workshop.
Absolutely,
I love it. This is what I love. You know, I've been in spaces where there's workshops and there's activities, and it's so heavy. And what I love about us ladies is that we know how to go from serious, and we know how to crack a joke or two. And believe it or not, it's that sense of humor that makes the brightness and the joy exist in love. The foundation of where love gets built, where relationships get built is in the cup of that emotional overflow. And that is a space that is often neglected. We know how to manage our emotions when we're at work. We know how to manage our emotions when we're on the train and in public. We know how to manage our emotions to not embarrass our parents if you're growing up Caribbean. But we're not taught how to manage our emotions, expectations, needs, desires, wants, and feel like it's worth it and that we have the right to have these desires in the cup of our emotional capacity. So this is something that gets to be taught so that you can take this information and experience it in the seriousness and the sacredness that it is, but also in a space of joy and laughter and fun. We're going to have an abundant good time.
I want to add this. I want to add this, right? Because my single folks know I talk to them about going to spaces with like-minded people. And as Cassandra said, we're going to be doing our activities. We're going to get the tools. We're going to do the work, and we're going to have fun. There will be a mixer as well. It's got to be on time. There will be a mixer as well. So make sure that you are showing up with an open mind and heart, and you're socializing with like-minded people. And if you happen to find your next man and next husband there, then make sure you thank Siobhan, Cassandra, and Alison.
That part.
Because the men who work with me are men who are serious about love.
Yes.
They are
That
serious
part.
about love. They're serious about accountability. The men that come into my DMs, believe it or not, they're not trying to holler at me. They're asking me, what exactly did I do that I can fix in this situation?
Come on.
They're not looking to blame. They're not looking to hold the girl responsible. They're literally looking for, what can I do differently? How can I show up differently? Tell me what this means. That's a Boaz.
Yes.
Somebody said, so I'm kind of late, but is this a single woman only? No, it's going to be single men, single women. It's going to be men and also married couples. We are coming together as a trio to speak to those who are single, those who are married, and men specifically, and how to show up in a space of value. So you guys are going to be in a room with high value people.
Yes,
exactly.
You better come look in the park, because it might be some connections here.
We are going to give you
and
guys
I just
wristbands so you guys can tell the difference between if somebody is
singles and couples,
you know, taken or single. So in case you guys do want to schmooze and network, you'll know who's single.
Absolutely.
Okay? We're not trying to, nobody trying to, oh my goodness, you scared the crap out of me. We're not trying to, you know, cause any confusion, in other words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
but yes, we're going to have a good time.
Excellent time. For those of you who are asking about a virtual space, we're doing this because you guys are coming together in person to workshop your own healing.
Okay.
And that is a hands-on experience. I cannot stress that enough. If you can get here, baby, if you got to look for your ticket at 2 a.m. when they cheaper, you want to be in Brooklyn. You want to be in Brooklyn, aligned with the love that you genuinely want, right? Your marriage, if you're not in integrity right now, if you're feeling like, well, I don't want to show up anymore, I don't want to serve anymore, right? I'll be talking to you about really being in integrity with yourself, not betraying yourself, meeting your spouse at a different level because they're not acting right. We really want to be able to give you guys the tools. Somebody said, I'm buying my sister's ticket as we speak. You better come on and sow into that family legacy, babe. That's what I'm talking about.
Tickets right now, y'all. People are buying tickets right now. They're buying the early bird tickets, so make sure you go ahead and get yours, because the other price is the price, and the other actual price is actually still a discounted price. So the early bird price is just to honor those who are ready for love. That same energy, that same vibe that you have to be like, yo, this is for me, I want this, is the same kind of energy that you need for your relationship. And the reason why we have singles and married people in the same place is because married people end up wanting to be dating.
Come on.
Dating, we want to be married. So honestly, really and truly, when you're married, you shouldn't stop dating anyway. So the same tools that apply in your singleness are the same tools that are going to apply in your marriage. And that number one foundation is, what am I creating in my own heart, in my own mind? What stories am I making up? How am I treating myself? How am I treating my partner? How am I treating people that love me? Because these are the foundational principles that really do trickle over into the marriage. But what happens is, when people get married, they lose sight of it. When that become one part happens, you think that the oneness is agreeableness. The oneness is codependency. And you think that everything that your partner, your spouse is doing is affecting you, and you need to be able to recognize your individuality in your relationship, so you know that what your particular contribution is, and recognize that, yo, if my husband is the point guard, I could be the shooting guard.
Come on.
We don't both need to be shooting. We don't both need to be doing defense. We don't both need to be doing the exact same things, but we do want to recognize the contribution that my partner is making. The only way you can do that is by being clear about the contribution that you're making, and not putting it on a pedestal.
Yes, understood. Let's wrap up here, ladies. Final thoughts. I'm going to go to Siobhan. Final thoughts.
Get in the building. Get in the building. Get your ticket now. Be there. As I said earlier, we are giving you tools to really be able to navigate. And I just said the same thing. I'm like, now Boaz already showing up. Hello. But we're really going to put some tangible tools in your hands. You guys will be able to see yourselves and how you're showing up in real time based on the activities that we have created for you guys. We really came together and put the work into this because we want you to leave with exactly what is needed for you. So my best advice to you right now, if you know that this is the season, I'm not even talking about the year. If this is the season, if this is the decade, if this is the century, if this is the movement that you want for your life, for the rest of your life, you need to find a way, make your way, and press not into the building necessarily. Press into the love that you are saying that you so desire. I am so excited. The information is really going to be rich. You guys are going to leave being able to communicate, connect better, and understand what it is that you genuinely deserve.
Well said.
Absolutely.
Cassandra?
Final
Hold
thoughts,
on.
you guys,
Somebody's asking about how to get a ticket. You can click the link in any one of our bios, the official Tracy. The ticket information is in any one of our bios. You can go right now and purchase your ticket. Sorry to cut you, Cass. I didn't want to miss the opportunity.
All good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys, we love you. The reason why I know this event is going to sell out is because we're not sensationalist coaches. The reason why I know this is going to sell out and why you need to be in the building is because we does this. We actually do this. We actually work with real people in real time. We don't just repost memes. We don't just repost videos. We are actually working with people in real time, transforming lives for real. And because of the love that we have for love, because of the respect that we have for love, because of the fact that we believe love wins, because we've seen what love can do in our own lives, and so passionate about how it's impacted our lives, our children's lives, our legacies, our money is up and it's stuck. Our happiness and our joy is through the roof. Our ability to bounce back after unfortunate circumstances, because we're still human beings. We are real people, okay? Real people, and we go through real things. And we have seen the things that used to bother me last year that took me years to get over. I bounced back from it in 2 weeks, 1 week, 1 day later. I'm going to give that gift to you, because what happens with that gift, what happens with the gift of love, what happens with the gift of partnership is that it leaves room for creativity and creation. When you are constantly in self-preservation, when you're constantly defending yourself, when you're constantly feeling like the whole world is beating up on you, it's not the time to create. It's the time to run. It is the time to
survive.
It is the time to survive. We want to get you guys out of that predatory state of mind and get into a mindset of creation, so that you can have that bank account that's overflowing, so you can have more than one car without the guilt, so that your bills are paid, so that your house is debt free.
So that your nanny is on deck.
Mind. Come on, so that you have a nanny on deck, and who's nanny? The world wants us to believe that we are supposed to do it all. You can delegate it all.
Yes.
Absolutely. Come on, Alison. Take us home, mama.
Y'all already know my message. You ain't got to work with me. You ain't got to work with Cash. You don't have to work with Siobhan. But if you say that you desire a particular life and you're not putting in the work in order to get there, you making joke. Like my West Indian mother would say, you making joke. You're not serious, right? And so what I need you guys to do is to really do some in-depth analysis about what you really want for your life, and then do the necessary work in order to get there. We are providing you those tools. I want you there. Do you want to be there? I hope you do. If so, click the link in any of our bios and show up and show out. We got people coming from the DMV. We got people that's coming from Atlanta. You get in the car, find a friend, and show up for yourself, because you claim you want it. You got to come and get it. At that note, lovely ladies, it has been a pleasure.
Gotta be in it to win it.
Gotta be in it to win it. We will be back, because our event is in T-minus 23 days. We will be back. But feel free to DM us questions that you have and click the links in any of our bios to go ahead and get those early bird tickets, because we're not adding on again.
Follow. So my followers, thank you guys for coming on here. Follow Alison, follow Siobhan, and vice versa. Follow.
Absolutely.
We are here to serve you guys. So happy to be here. So blessed.
Yes. Connecticut and Jersey in the building. Shout out to y'all.
Get in the car. Come on over. All right, folks. Have a good one.
See y'all later.
All right. Good night. Bye, y'all.